Becoming your own boss and launching your very own private practice is easier than you think when you work with a mentor and have a proven step by step process to follow. Hi, I'm Libby Rothschild, creator of Dietitian Boss, and welcome to my channel. My program empowers dietitians and nutritionists just like you to create a private practice from scratch using proven processes and social media strategies that work. I'd like to help you get set up and become successful in your own private practice by following my step by step Dietitian Boss method. Today, I want to talk to you about my client, Andrea, who wanted to find more meaning in her work while also increasing her income as a dietitian. When I first met Andrea, she told me she was determined to leave behind the dreariness of working clinical when she wasn't getting paid what she's worth, and it was clear that she had a true passion for helping people, but she didn't yet know how to attract clients, and I bet you can relate. Andrea knew that building her own private practice would require bravery and that there would be risks involved, but she also felt it was no longer possible for her to settle for a job where she was unhappy, underpaid, and she wasn't respected. One day, Andrea found herself scrolling through Instagram and she found the Dietitian Boss program and decided to reach out. We had a great conversation over Zoom and she made the decision to start my program. After a few weeks and following my proven Dietitian Boss method, she transformed her money mindset and increased her income by 6 times. That's a huge jump. Andrea's story is inspiring for all dietitians who want to build a private practice, but they don't know how to get started. You can hear her entire interview on my website, but let me tell you a bit more about money mindset and her story here. One of the things I hear the most from dietitians is that they don't feel they're being paid their worth and that they want to be respected. Settling for a job where we have to report to someone else can feel miserable. I know it did for me when I worked in clinical, and Andrea felt that pain. She told me, I realized I'd been in clinical for 4 years. I don't want to be a clinical manager, and on top of that, I was working in the unit with COVID patients, and we weren't allowed to work from home, and there were 6 girls in our little office, and somebody's always coming in and coughing all over. And I just realized this is not what I was meant to do. Once Andrea enrolled in my program, she began addressing the fears that were holding her back. She began transforming her money mindset. One of the first breakthroughs that Andrea had was becoming aware of patterns in her behavior and ways of thinking about herself that were holding her back, like fears around money, abundance, and prosperity. The next leap was learning how to use the 4 pillars of the Dietitian Boss framework: messaging, content, offer, and enrollment. The result? She developed the confidence and optimism to be open to be successful in her private practice. Let's talk for a minute about these 4 pillars. Messaging. This begins with defining who you're talking to. For example, Andrea determined that she wants to help women lose 20 pounds via 20-minute meals. Together, we worked on messaging and social media that would help her reach that target audience. Content. What is the unique message that you want those women to hear? I'll teach you how to create content that is effective and gets you feeling confident about using social media to attract loads of clients by developing content that supports your goals and doesn't feel like a chore to do. Offer. What you offer your clients can make a big difference in how much energy and time is required to meet your basic goals. I'll teach you how to offer group education programs and other services that will increase your income without wearing you out. You'll help more people and bring in higher profits. Enrollment. Put simply, you'll learn a clear 3-step process to close sales calls so you can collect payment over the phone, the gold standard. For Andrea, this meant not only learning how to enroll clients, but how to price her services. She's now able to charge 6 times the amount she used to, and she's paying herself what she deserves. She feels great. As Andrea puts it, I have become my own money abundance guru. I feel like I'm a cheerleader. I don't even have all of the money in the world, but I don't have to be poor, and I don't have to work 100 hours a week. I'm finding that middle ground. You too can become a money abundance guru when you decide to take action and become your own boss. Building a private practice, it can sound daunting, but that's why I'm here. I want to help you gain the respect and prosperity you deserve. And I know, like the thousands of other dietitians I've been able to help, that the Dietitian Boss Method can do the same for you. Now that you know how Andrea overcame her money mindset issues and began preparing to become her own boss while working in clinical, I want to share my own story because I too once worked as an unhappy clinical dietitian, but that jail sentence wasn't permanent. Learn how I escaped in this next video.